My name is Mike Caine, and I'm best known as one half of the Hairy Bikers. But in a former life, I was a locations manager on the Harry Potter films. So, I like to think I know a bit about the movies.
Now, growing up in the Northeast wasn't exactly like Hollywood. I mean, it had its moments. But there was one film in particular that really put us on the map. Get Carter with Michael Caine.
Caine stars as hardman Jack Carter. He returns to Newcastle to investigate his brother's mysterious death and gets mixed up in the murky underworld of the city. Filmed in and around Newcastle in 1970, it captured the gritty reality of life in the north. The director, Mike Hodges, drew on his experience while on national service when deciding where to shoot the film.
I had to go all the way up the East Coast. This is in the early 50s, like Hull, Grimsby, Lowestoft, all the way up to North Shields and so on. I see poverty, the likes of which I couldn't believe. So when I came to make the film, I remembered all of these places. And you looked at this city and you knew that this was a place that Jack Carter could possibly have come from. It justified in part, only in part, Jack's character.
How were you received by everybody in Newcastle?
They welcomed it and there was a great deal of interest.
Yes.
And they enjoyed the whole process, except one occasion when we were up a hill, I know that. Yeah. And the honey wagon, which, as you know, is the sort of portable urinal, was being moved and detached itself and rolled down the hill, and with disastrous results for the people at the bottom of the hill. So, other than that, everyone seemed quite happy with us being
Mike captured a Newcastle that seemed to be in terminal economic decline, with strong but deprived communities.
Most of the city that featured in the Get Carter film has now been swept away, and the banks of the Tyne has been transformed. It's a shiny new city. But a grittier side can still be found, if you know where to look.
"25 Coburg Street was where character Jack Carter stayed throughout the film. The Victoria Comet pub in the city centre also found fame in the film. And Newcastle's people took part too. June Pearson was one of the thousands of Geordies who auditioned.
It was a day, really, with a friend of mine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because they were asking for extras for the film, and we had to take a photograph.
I've just got to show everybody this. Look. That's just beautiful. And she still is. We do well up north, don't we?
Anyway, we'd had the girls' night out and didn't get home till about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And there was a note left for me saying I had to be in Coburg Street and Gates at 8 o'clock the next morning.
You're joking.
I couldn't sleep. So we went there and they said, we've decided that you look a bit like Geraldine Moffat.
June had to stand in for Geraldine while she was in hair and makeup.
If Michael Caine was acting and they needed me to be where she was for the lighting so her makeup wouldn't melt and things.
Oh, hold on. There was a bedroom scene, wasn't there? And I know that you were involved in that. I can't believe it. How was June in bed with Michael Caine?
And the cameramen standing all angles. He must have asked someone what's the name of the local paper. And so he said, you realise this is going to be in the Chronicle tonight.
The film in its 1970 captured a Tyneside in transition. It kind of makes me feel quite nostalgic now. That world may have gone, but Get Carter is a unique time capsule that captured the spirit and character of an edgier age.